What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. This episode of GH, I enjoyed it. I knew Brando was not to be trusted. I knew it. I knew from the first day he came on, when his mother came on, Gladys, I knew they could not be trusted. I knew it was something about them. Because now when Jason comes into the damn shop, Brando done put some new piece or whatever on his motorcycle. And everybody knows Jason don't like nobody messing with his motorcycle because he likes doing all the parts and fixing on his own. And Brando was like, oh, but it's such a dope motorcycle or whatever. That's why I just went ahead and did it. I knew he was up to something. Because Cyrus came to the shop when Lulu was there, because Lulu was getting her tires fixed. And him and Lulu had words or whatever, and Lulu left, and Cyrus stayed behind to talk to Brando. Now, mind you, when Jason came in, Brando told him, oh, I had quite a few visitors today. He had Lulu. He was like, oh, I had Lulu Spencer come in. He said, then I had Cyrus Renault come in. And he told Jason about the whole Cyrus and Lulu exchange, and Jason asked him, he was like, well, who left first? And he said Lulu left first. But notice how Brando never told Jason about the side conversation him and Cyrus had. He never told Jason what Cyrus wanted to talk to him about. And now all of a sudden Jason had an accident on his motorcycle after Brando put a new piece up there. That's one hell of a coincidence. Brando, I knew he was slick. I knew it. I knew his ass could not be trusted. I said it when he first came on back in January. His ass could not be trusted. I knew it. I knew it was something funny about him when he came on a few months ago. I knew it. I knew it. This is why I don't trust new characters, because they always up to something. Even though we didn't see the conversation he had with Cyrus, or we didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what was said, but it's too much of a coincidence for me. Cyrus comes in there, Jason has an accident, and you neglect to tell Jason about the conversation that you and Cyrus had after Lulu left. That's too much of a coincidence. He's definitely guilty of that. Like, he definitely tampered with that bike so Jason could have an accident. That's exactly what he did. Because Cyrus already knew from day one he had to get rid of Jason. He knew that. In order for him to take over and get at Sonny, he got to take out Jason. He knew it. Anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of Jason, he had a conversation with Jordan or whatever. Him and Jordan were talking, and Jordan basically doesn't know what to do at this point, because she's completely under Cyrus's control at the moment, because she has to protect TJ. So Jason basically told her, he was like, well, make it look like you're an undercover corrupt cop, basically. That's your way out of this. You know, get Cyrus's trust, make Cyrus thinks that he control you, so that way he'll make a mistake. That is actually a pretty smart plan on Jason's part, because this is Jordan's ticket out of this mess, if you think about it. Because when the shit hits the fan, and it will, and everybody's going to find out that Jordan is the one, you know, helping Cyrus with all his criminal activities, this is her way out, by making it seem like she was undercover the entire time. You know what I'm saying? That way you can avoid losing your job. You can avoid criminal prosecution by just saying, yeah, I was undercover the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Laura, she's going to want to know why she wasn't filled in on that. So Jordan's going to have to come up with a creative lie for that and make it believable. But this is definitely Jordan's ticket out of this mess. If she wants to keep her job and not go to prison, she better say it was an undercover sting. You damn well better. Shit, Jason just handed you the perfect excuse. Jason is smart, though, because he knows that Cyrus is trying to make it appear that he's legitimate. But the thing is, though, Jason and Sonny Jordan, they need to come up with a plan fast to shut Cyrus down. Like, they need to get at him quicker, because I'm glad Jason knows what Cyrus is up to, but at the same time you got to move quick, because if Cyrus takes over the hospital, that's a huge power play for him. Because I know people are wondering what the hell would Cyrus want with a hospital. What do you think? Because even Jordan, when she went over to Cyrus's new apartment or whatever, she was asking him, like, what do you want with a hospital and all that? What do you think he wants with a hospital? It's a huge power play. Number one. Number two, he's a drug trafficker. Come on, the hospital got all type of pills and stuff in it. He could easily hire people once he takes over to push his drugs through the hospital. Plus, he can launder his dirty money through the hospital. It's a perfect plan for him. That's why I say Jason and Sonny and Jordan need to do something quick. Because once he takes control of that hospital, that's a huge power move for him. Huge power play. He's gaining more power by the second if they just keep sitting on their hands doing nothing. Like, you better do something and do it quickly. Because at some point, Mac already has his suspicions about Jordan at this point. So it wouldn't surprise me if Chase figured it out. It wouldn't shock me. So anyway, moving on from that. Curtis went to go see TJ or whatever because they were supposed to have lunch, but TJ had to cancel. TJ is starting to be just like Jordan with all this canceling. I know Curtis is fed the fuck up. I know Curtis is fed up because everybody keep canceling on him. Like, every time he try to have romantic time with his wife, she constantly dodges it and cancels. Now TJ canceling a little bonding. I do agree with Curtis though. TJ has been through something so traumatic. I feel like he should take a little time off, maybe go see a therapist or something, to help, because that was something very traumatic that he went through. So I think he should go talk to somebody about it. But TJ, he was like, nah, I'm good, because the hospital already offered and he turned it down. But I do agree with Curtis. I feel like TJ shouldn't push himself too hard. You know what I mean? Like, he's a smart kid. I think he'll make a hell of a doctor. But don't push yourself too hard to the point where you're neglecting everybody. You know what I mean? Where you're neglecting your mom, you're neglecting Curtis, you're neglecting Molly. Don't push yourself too hard to that point. You know what I mean? You got to have a balance. That's what life is all about. It's about checks and balances. That's pretty much what it is. Curtis is basically trying to figure out where the hell Jordan is and figure out what she up to. And Chase, little snitch self, bumped into him at the PCPD and basically told him, oh, the last time I saw Jordan, she was at the courthouse talking to Jason. You snitch. First of all, you ain't got to be telling her husband all her business and her whereabouts. If she wanted him to know, she would have contacted him. Mind your business, Chase. So anyway, Chase done bumped into Sasha at the courthouse or whatever. They were talking about the whole custody situation, trying to make it seem like, oh, hopefully we didn't do all of this for nothing. Sasha, Chase, the more this goes on, the more you're losing the people that you love. Because chances are Michael's not going to want to come back to you, even when they find out the truth. And Willow probably not going to want to come back to Chase after this point, because I could see the look in Michael and Willow's eyes. They clearly like each other more than they're letting on. Like, clearly. And I always thought Michael liked Willow more than he let on. And I feel like a part of me feels like Michael settled for Sasha because at the time he couldn't get Willow. That's how I feel, because you could see the way that they've been looking at each other lately. Their relationship is going to blossom into a real love relationship, I believe. So Chase and Sasha could play this game all they want, but you better kiss them goodbye. I'm just saying, by the looks of things. So anyway, moving on from that. Maxie needs to stop letting her personal feelings interfere with business. Like, you are letting your personal friendships and all that. I get that she wants to be a loyal friend to Lulu. I commend that. I respect that. But you are letting that interfere with you getting a bag. Like, focus on the bag. At the end of the day, Lulu's not paying your bills. Lulu is not an investor in deception. She's not paying your rent. So your friendship needs to take a backseat to you getting a bag. Like, this is your money. Like, what are you doing? She don't want to work with Brooklyn or Valentine basically because of Lulu. Because Lulu don't like either one of them. See, you're letting your friendship interfere with your money. And that's a problem. At the end of the day, you have a son to take care of. You have bills to pay. Stop letting Lulu interfere with your work life. Like, stop doing that. Because she's not paying your bills. I understand that you don't like Brooklyn. I understand that you don't like Valentine. I get it. But that's business. That's what pisses me off, because I've seen Carly do that 1,000,000 times at the hotel. She would kick people out of her hotel, paying customers, That's like when Ava comes to the hotel. Carly is so quick to kick her out. I get that you don't like somebody, but it's plenty of people. There's some people I don't like, but at the end of the day, if it's about business and it's financially beneficial for me, I can hate you and do business with you at the same time, because I can hate you, but as long as the check clear, we can do some business. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to separate the two. Put your personal feelings to the side and put your business feelings on one side, and the two shall never meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's time to be business, be business. You know, this is about money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can hate you and still get my money at the same time. I know how to separate the two, and that's what Maxie needs to learn how to do. And I'm glad Lucy reined her ass in and told her, like, you need to focus on this money. Like, this is our business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Lucy worked her ass off to get Deception back off the ground. There is no way in the world she about to let Maxie mess that up. Ain't no way. Because for me, I feel like it is a smart business move to let Brooklyn sing the songs for the commercials for Deception and stuff. Because a lot of companies do commercials with singing and stuff like that. You know, like jingles and stuff. I don't see what's wrong with that. Lucy sitting there talking about, oh, you know, I just wish that we could have got Lady Gaga or somebody. First of all, Lucy, you ain't got Lady Gaga money. So how you gonna get that? You better settle for Brooklyn. BLQ. Brooklyn Quartermain, you better settle for her. Because that's all you can afford, boo. I don't know, you sitting here talking about Lady Gaga and all that. You ain't got Lady Gaga money in your budget. So you might just focus on this. I think it's a smart move. Why not? Hell, even Sasha was on board with it. So thanks to Lucy, Maxie finally came to her senses. It was like, fine, I'll work with y'all or whatever. Yeah, because you need to start thinking like a business person. Stop thinking as Lulu's friend and start thinking as a businesswoman. That's what you need to start doing. Put your friendship over here and put the business over here, because that's what's important right now. Getting to this bag. Trust me, your son will thank you later. So anyway, Valentine and Sasha were talking or whatever, and, you know, Valentine was like, oh, you know, Nina, you know, you could fill a void or whatever, because they were talking about Nina. I mean, Sasha already got cocaine to fill her void. I hate that Sasha is a druggie now. Like, I just don't like it. I mean, I like it, but I don't. It's like, because I like Sasha. It's like, damn, has it come to this? Like, you snorting that you know, that snow? Like, has it come to this? Like, really? Damn. Hopefully that was just a 1 or 2 time thing. Like, hopefully. But she do need rehab at this point. I'm just saying, like, you know, we ain't got time for you to be doing this every day. Was it just me, or did anybody else peep Valentine looking at the New Brooklyn's ass? I noticed it. Like, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Valentine and Brooklyn smashed at some point. I would not be shocked, because the way he was looking at and ogling her behind as she walked out that door, I noticed him looking down. He was not looking up. He was looking down. And everybody know that her butt is down. It's not up. Because if you're looking up, that means you're looking at her back. And he was looking at the other back, which is below the waist. That's what he was looking at. I peeped it. I noticed. Like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if she slept with Valentine. It's possible. So anyway, moving on from that, I did like the conversation between Sam and Carly. Let me just say, Lindsay Hartley is killing it as Sam. I love it. I just wish that when Kelly Monaco comes back, I hope they keep Lindsay Hartley in a new role. I could see her playing anything. They just need to create a whole new character for her, because she's like a breath of fresh air. Like, she's so fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's breathed new life into the Sam character, if you ask me. I'm feeling it. And, you know, no shade to Kelly Monaco, because I do like Kelly Monaco, but come on now, Lindsay Hartley has been doing the damn thing, and I'm loving it. But I did like the conversation that she had with Carly, though, because at this point, I'm just mad that it took Sam all this time to realize that her kids need to come first. Like, it really took you this many years to realize that? Like, how old is Danny? 7, 8, and it took you that long to realize that your kids should come first? Like, come on now. And I'm glad Carly said that, because it's like, at the end of the day, you can't keep putting yourself in dangerous situations. Because before it was just Sam and Jason. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all got these kids. You know what I mean? It's like your kids are going to need you. You know, like you can't keep putting yourself in harm's way. And, you know, the stuff that she did with Shiloh last year and all that mess, that was just too dangerous. And to me, she was not thinking about her children when she put herself in that situation. And you need to start thinking smarter. You know, like you really need to start thinking about your kids' future and your future. Because you're not going to do them kids any good if your ass is sitting in Pentonville or you're 6 feet under in the ground. You're not going to do them children no good. So it's in your best interest to stop all this craziness and start being a parent. Like, I'm just saying, be a parent, stop all the foolishness. Honestly, I feel like also Lucy was trying to be messy. When Lucy saw Lulu at the hospital and she came up to me, oh, you have a very loyal best friend, Maxie, because somebody was talking junk about you. And Lulu was like, who was talking about me? And she figured it out. It was Brooklyn. I felt like Lucy was being messy as hell. Because come on now, you know, going up to Lulu, telling her about some stuff, trying not to mention names. You know shit was going to figure that out, and you knew shit was going to hit the fan. You was being messy, and you too old for that. I love me some Lucy, but you too old to be this messy. But I was here for it. Maxie showed up at the hospital to talk to her OBGYN. I said, oh, hell to the no. OBGYN? I hope the hell Maxie is not pregnant with that demon child. Please tell me she's not pregnant by Peter. Please tell me. No. No. I hope the hell she not pregnant. I would just be sick to my stomach if she is. I would be pissed. So anyway, moving on from that. So Dante is in the facility talking to the doctor or whatever. He keeps having these visions, these memories, these dreams of him loading up his gun, shooting Lulu. You know, the visions that he had before he left town before. He keeps having those dreams. And he keeps trying to tell the doctor, like, in his mind, like he's a ticking time bomb. And the doctor basically let him know that the WSB knows that Dante keeps refusing treatment. You know, his rehab and stuff. And if he keeps refusing it, it's going to get to a point where at some point you're never going to be able to go home. Because at this point, if he does the treatment and get better, he can voluntarily go home. But if he keeps refusing the treatment, at some point, you are going to be remanded for the rest of your life. Like, you're never going to be let out. Even if you feel like you are ready to go home, they won't let you go home. And that's why the doctor keeps trying to tell him, do the rehab, do the treatment, or else before it's too late. Because you're going to be stuck there the rest of your damn life. And that's not what you want. But Dante just keeps refusing it for whatever reason. I'm like, why? Like, I understand, like, he's nervous about, you know, hurting Lulu or maybe even his son or doing something to a relative or whatever, or somebody he cares about. But the doctor just feels like the reason he's refusing treatment is because you're running away from your trauma. You're running away from what happened to you while you were out of the country. When he was in Turkey and stuff. He keeps avoiding it. He doesn't want to face the pain of it. I feel like that's exactly what he's doing. For whatever reason, he keeps running away from it. And if you keep running away from it, you're never going to heal. You're never going to get to see your son again. Like, Dante need to put on his big boy pants and just do the rehab so that way you can see your kid again. You know what I mean? Like, get over this. That's the whole reason why you went away in the first place, was to protect your family and get you some help. But how are you going to go get you some help, but at the same time refuse the help? You're never going to heal that way. So Dante need to get it together. And he needed to get it together quick. Anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Peace.